Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Sprout. So, since last episode, I've done a bit of work around the town, upgraded some buildings. I actually got the builder up to a level 4 now, and I've upgraded a few things like the warehouse. The warehouse tier 4 was actually not all that expensive. It took a bit of iron bars, but really that was about it. I mean, oak chests and some little things like that, some spruce wood, or spruce fences, dark oak fences. But anyways, you guys had some really good comments. The waystones, we're actually going to pull this one up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to move it. That way we can rename the waystones, which is great. This one, the Waystone of Origins, I don't really have a whole lot of use for it being where it's at. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move it up to right up in here. I'm thinking like maybe right over here to the left of the pathway. We'll put it right here for right now, and we're going to say home. There we go. So now we have the home waystone. We'll go ahead and activate that. Now over here, if we take a look right here, I started playing with the platforms mod. So the only thing is with all of our step assists, we'll just run right off of it if we're not careful. But I built this little platform thing. I still haven't done all the framing that goes underneath it, you know, that's holding it up. Honestly, that's going to be fun to do without flight. But anyways, it connects over to here, and this is going to be our Botania area. Okay. So I do have a platformer inside the house now. Luckily, these steps, these ramps, actually stop your speed from being too crazy when you're on them. So that is actually kind of a nice feature. It feels more like walking down steps would naturally. But anyways, that's what it looks like from a distance right now. So I'm kind of going with like the wooden ramps connecting these like little floating islands. This one actually kind of hangs over. I'm going to do some supports that are like holding up this plot of land and some stuff like that. I've got a lot of little things like that to do around the town and whatnot. I haven't actually built on the house at all. I wanted to do that. I just haven't got around to it. Probably by next episode I'll do a bit of work for that. If we take a look in here, I moved these furnaces out here and just got them set up like this so we can throw stuff in the top and then it goes down. And then over here I have just standard vanilla furnaces because these furnaces actually don't work with the smelting skill. And I got smelting up to 50. So we do have a chance to ore double with it. It's like smelting a stack of iron ore, I got like an extra 7. You know, it's minuscule. Once we get ore doubling, that would be better. But for right now, I figured, well, you know, we'll go ahead and level that up. Then next up, we'll probably do, I'm thinking archery is what we're going to start next. And then also, let's see, I've done a bunch of mining, a bunch of gathering, stuff like that. Inside the ability bottle, we have a new skill, mining fatigue. Not really all that useful. Entities in the area mine slower. But I did go ahead and pop it and apply it. So we do have it. We have access to it. This is the platformer, by the way, from platforms. So basically you can just make your platform and then you rotate it and do stuff with it with the monkey wrench. Right click, rotates it. Shift right click changes the features of it. So pretty self-explanatory. I still haven't done a floor in here. I'll get around to it. And then I added a new chest here for dragon parts. Dragon bones and dragon skulls. So those big dragon skeletons, I know you guys had some really good comments on that. Just keep right clicking it and you'll harvest the dragon bones and the dragon skull and stuff from it. Anyways, if we go over here, let's take a look at the warehouse. I want to show you guys a couple of these buildings. See, the warehouse was mainly adding in all these iron bars and these little posts here with the torches. And then upstairs, just like this. So that is the tier 4 warehouse. Also, the delivery man is tier 4. So this is what his... There's a bug that sometimes happens with the doors where I guess they were open or something, and then they get stuck. You can't go through them. It's like an invisible block. Like it thinks there's a door there, but there's not. But anyways, that's what it looks like inside. Basically just added the green carpet to the floor. And then over here I upgraded this house to a tier 4. Added this couch on the outside. I have to actually do a ground so that it'll make more sense. And then inside there's just like this blue carpet, some red carpet and stuff. And then on the outside, there's a bunch of windows that are added, basically. So just like that. That's the tier 4. That's like the standard house. A lot of our houses are alternative. I don't have any tier 4 alternatives yet. Also, this lumber mill is now tier 4. So you got all these like saplings in the jars that were added. Actually, a lot of the tier 4 stuff was not expensive to upgrade. The miner is tier 4. The main change was like the redstone block there. I mean, there's a few other small changes. One thing I want to show you down here in the miner. And I actually needed quite a bit of nether quartz between episodes because upgrading the builder requires nether quartz. But our miner has hit the mother lode. He started digging over in this direction and has found the bottom tier of that roguelike dungeon. So I just snagged some nether quartz from here, and I also poured water over the obsidian, or the lava, just so he wouldn't die. So, but there's still a bunch of nether quartz and stuff around here. Today we're probably going to go to the nether. So really nether quartz won't be an issue at all after that point. And then next up we have a tier 4 builder. Basically it added those doors and added some blocks in here. Blocks of quartz. I'm excited about having to use those. Of course, once we get to the nether, it's not going to be too big of an issue. Right now she's working on the next, the tier 4 fisherman, I believe, is what all this is. So she's going to need item frames with fish in them and stuff. Let me actually go ahead and sleep. Alright, and yeah, that's the main things I've done around the town. I did do a lot of mining, like a lot. Basically looking for gems and things of that nature. Now, in addition, I did do a little bit of exploring, and I was actually heading over to the Mayan temple earlier, in that direction, not really specifically to the temple, but I was headed over here, and was actually taking a slightly different direction, I guess, like route than what I normally take when I'm, going off in this direction. And I found something. Gotta get through this swamp. I want like some kind of like speed, like water stuff, like movement speed stuff, swim speed. That would be nice. Oh, by the way, our fisherman did fish up. It's been fishing up a lot of dungeon tactics fish, but she did fish up a enchanted book with 3 enchants on it. It's like magic resistance 3 and like all this other stuff. So she can fish up enchanted books. Aside from that, it's only been fish. But anyways, here's the Botania area. Finally found one, right? And I've been looking for this thing since like really early in the series. This is what you're looking for. It's just a little hole in the ground. It's always, the cutout is always shaped like this from what I can tell. All the ones I've seen from other people have been this way. And yeah, right down in here, let's hop on in. There is some yellow shimmering stuff and some little flowers that we don't really care about. But there is pure daisies. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we're going to grab that. There's also some infused grass. This stuff would just break as dirt, so there's not really much use to grabbing that. But you do get 2 pure daisies, which is awesome. Now I'm curious. Okay, that's what we need right here is pure daisy with paper, and we get a pure daisy blueprint. So let's go head on back. Actually, I could just pop my waystone, I guess. And now we have the nifty new home location, which is awesome. I'm going to be going through and changing all the names for all the waystones between episodes. So, because I want everything named and have some kind of a name other than just archaeologist dig site 50 times, or whatever. Waystone of Populace 50 times. So the pure daisy, what we can do is, I think it's in miscellaneous, right here, paper. If we take one of these, we throw it in with paper, we're going to get one of these pure daisy blueprints. Oh, and it doesn't, oh, I did not know that it does not consume the pure daisy. That is awesome. And then what we can do is that little engineer guy that takes the blueprints, we can give him that blueprint, and from then on we'll have access, I think, to... well, actually, I'm not for sure. I don't know if we'll forever have access to pure daisy or if we need a blueprint each time. Really, either way, it doesn't matter considering it doesn't consume the item. Crafting only consumes paper. Okay. So, anyways, we've got that. I'll give it to him next time we go by there, I think. Or I'll just hold on to it. Because honestly, right now, we really don't need another pure daisy. And realistically, yeah. I might get more than 2, but I don't foresee us needing more than 2 particularly. So, but anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to do some of the little basic starter stuff of Botania. Just kind of get it underway more or less. And I do need some stone. I'm going to get this stuff smelting. I actually think I have some stone in that chest upstairs as well. So let's grab what we've got. We've got 38 pieces. That'll work. And we'll head over to our soon-to-be Botania area, I guess. Actually, before I head over there, I want to do something. Because that place is an absolute mess. Just covered in plants. I don't want to break that. I had to break all the plants up here manually. I don't want to have to do that anymore. So what we're going to do... I don't know why I put that... Oh, no, I'll never be able to break it. I need to go make an axe. I hate it. The AIoT does not work with that. I did report it on the Discord as a bug, just to let them know. I mean, it's a very minor thing. Having an axe on me is not really a problem. Actually, I probably got some in the tool section up here. Even if it's wood, I mean, stone, I don't even care. Oh, I've got a jeweled axe. That'll work. That will work perfectly. And I could set up the other one. I'm not going to worry about it, really. Chips Factory. There is, by the way, there is a ton of achievements in here for mine colonies. Like, look at all these. Basically, a lot of these we've done all of this. Your lumberjacks planted 1,000 saplings. We don't quite have that just yet. Farmers harvested 500 carrots, 1,000 potatoes, 1,000 wheat. We've already got that. Prestige, what a noble man. That might be for like a tier 5 or something. The Great Farmer, more wheat. Deforestation. It's probably for getting tier 5 stuff. Your miners mine 500 ores, then probably 1,000 ores. Your miners mined 25 diamonds. We have got the first one, but that's just for 1 diamond. So your guards killed 1 mob. They've never killed anything. Oh man. Okay. Your builders built 25 huts. Wow. That requires 50 citizens in your town for that one. I'm the king, which is probably the max town hall. You are killed by one of your guards. Your guard is killed by an enderman. Your miner dies in lava. Your miner falls to their death. Your fisherman is killed by a guardian. Your lumberjack is killed by a tree. What? I am Groot achievement. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, well anyways, this is taking a very long time. Oh, I think it was paused. Okay. And actually I just realized this won't work because I've got to get mana production up and going first before I can do this. So we'll just go ahead and move this for right now. And then, I tell you what, before we do that, I want to get like 1 gem. And we'll pick a color that kind of matches our Botania area. Actually, let me get 3 gems, in fact. Let me go with, maybe green. How about peridot? Or beryl? Yeah, we'll go with beryl. Okay, there's that. And then let me grab just a chest up here. Because I think with the way that we're playing, I think it would be useful to have chests in each area. So I think we're going to set up our pure daisies just right over here. Go ahead and break through all this stuff. There we go. And there we go. We'll throw this one down right here. We'll throw the other one down like right here. And then we can get this stuff going, making living rock and living wood. There's that. And I think once this area is all set up, it's going to be nice, you know, having our Botania area, like, there's our house. We can look up, see our house, and from our Botania area have, you know, everything's going to be visible and stuff, which will be nice. Now, I will say that I'm probably going to do some waterfalls with immersive engineering. Now, power, I'm not planning on starting power anytime soon. It's something I'm going to kind of ease into. I like the feel that we have right now, where we don't have machines running and ore doubling. I want it to feel kind of vanilla-y, magic-y, you know, basically vanilla better than vanilla kind of a feel. Is what I'd like for a little while. Eventually we'll move into power, but I will say that in this series I don't plan on doing a ton with power. Plus, really, the only power mods that are present are, like, power-related mods is, like, Ender IO, Immersive Engineering, whoops, didn't mean to break that, RF Tools, and then you've got, like, extra utilities and, actually additions. And that's really it. I mean, it's not a power-focused pack. It's the stuff that's there, I feel like, is more just, kind of for a few convenience items. But I will say that we're going to go very heavy Botania. Like, if you saw my Quanta series, which of course ended due to just some issues and stuff with the server stuff. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it. But if you saw that series, I was going very heavy Botania in that series, and we are going to do that, and we're going to do it tenfold, probably, from what we were doing on there. So it's going to be very, very heavy Botania moving forward, which is exciting for me. I love Botania, and I think there's a lot you can do with Botania that I think a lot of people don't realize you can do. Like, we'll get, I don't know, I'll probably end up doing tree farms just to do it, even though we've already got lumberjacks. Maybe. I don't know. We may not bother with the tree farm in this series. We'll see. We shall see. What did I come back here for? I came back here for... Oh, yeah, my shears. Okay. Lost my train of thought there for a second. I do need these. But, yeah, so we will do a bit with that. We'll do... Fairly soon, we'll probably set up a cobbleworks and stuff through Botania. And good mana production, get that stuff up and going. But today, I'm not going to rush magical stuff. You know, I want to do a bit of exploration today. I want to go to the nether today. Oh, we'll get a little bit of this living rock and living wood built up. I am going to need to sleep. And we'll probably automate the pure daisy and stuff, because I do plan on using a lot of living rock and living wood with the builds. You know, I'm kind of going for like a city theme with some like Elvengard type feel to it, since we are going so heavy moving forward with Botania. So I think it'll be fun personally. Anyways, let me get a crafting table for down here. And we'll go ahead and upgrade it to a barrel crafting table. Okay, and we'll just throw this down. Where do we want this to be? Probably like right as you enter. Which I've got to landscape this and kind of figure out how I want this to be set up. But we're going to put it like right here. And then let's get ourselves a barrel chest. And we'll throw that down. And now we can start storing up all of our Botania stuff in this chest. Alright, so first up, let's get ourselves a mana pool. There we go. And then I'm also going to want a mana spreader. And I'll tell you what, does it require gold? It does require gold, okay. Which is fine, I just can't... sometimes it requires gold, sometimes it does not, so... I always check it, like, first thing. So... And honestly, I should probably grab any of the mystical flowers that we have at the moment. We've got mystical green, mystical light gray. I haven't been going out of my way to collect these as of yet. And honestly, I probably won't be... Oh, black lotuses, we do want that. Because that is one thing I want to get set up pretty quickly, is flower production. So that we have all of that stuff. I don't have really the flowers that we're probably going to need to start doing this, but that's okay. I also needed something else, right? Gold. I need gold. So let me grab like a few pieces to start with. I don't have a ton of gold smelted up. 20 pieces, that should be good for us to get started. I'm ready to get that dirt moved so I can get through this a little bit easier. Honestly, I might add an exit from the basement too. We'll see as we continue on with this. I might have it connect into the basement somehow. I mean, I could have steps that go up and connect to the front of that, or I could have like have this come out and kind of drop down and connect onto this, or drop down in that. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, so let's get ourselves, I think, we'll probably use green. Green doesn't have a whole lot of uses early on. So, that. And actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 mana spreaders first up, because we'll need them. Okay, so 2 mana spreaders. We're going to go ahead and throw these down. Oh, actually, I don't have anything to generate mana yet, do I? I have a Botania somewhere in there. So, oh wait, that's right. We're in 1.10. We don't even have to worry about the solar power plants. We'll go with Endo Flames first up. That is 2 brown, a red, and a light gray. Now, I've got light gray, I've got red, I do not have brown. So we are on a journey to get brown. I could do the floral fertilizer, but honestly, I think just going out in the world, it really wouldn't take us that long to get brown. I don't think so. So we'll go see if we can find some. I'm gonna grab like a stack of coal so that we've got it, or maybe 4 stacks. Well, technically, you know what? I've got this black lotus. We're going to start with this. Oh, no, wait. You have to have a little bit of mana in the pool before you can use that, though. So, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so let's go see if we can find just a brown flower. If not, I'll go with the floral fertilizer method, but a single brown flower and we'd be set. I also need to move some bone meal over there, because we'll use the bone meal method on the flowers once we have all the colors and everything. So, I know I've seen brown many times out in the world, so. And this gives us a good reason to just go out and, like, explore the world a little bit anyways. And basically, I think I'm going to make, like, a little collection here, and we're going to... I probably shouldn't have used that last green petal. I don't know why I used that. Looking back on the moment, I don't know why I did that. But we'll try to get, like, one of every flower or something along our journey. Now, really, a lot of these we're not going to need before getting automatic flowers being made, but if I see them, I'll grab them. There is orange. So we can check that one off of our list. And by the way, as I'm sure you noticed, there's like a ton of hunters back there. Oh, there's brown. Didn't even take that long. There is a bug, from what I understand, I've saw it on the Discord mentioned a little bit, but apparently there's a bug where some NPCs will duplicate, namely those hunters. So, like, you'll end up with hunters, like, all over the woods through here. Like, they spawn en masse. It's crazy. Just kind of poking my head around for just a second here to see if there's any other flowers. Oh, you only need 80 spruce wood stairs. That's awesome. Oh, she must... Oh, yeah, she's probably building the roof onto the fisherman. Oh, and here's gray flowers. I see some more brown over there, too. So I'm probably going to grab them since we're going through here, but... just for now, since that's a flower that I actually need. Really, as long as I have one of every flower, we're set. Oh my gosh, there's a gray ferret. I have to take it. I love ferrets, and I have to have it. I'm probably going to name it and have it living in the house with us, honestly. I used to have a ferret when I was a little kid. We've got 10 of the 16 flowers right now. It's actually, there's another one right over there. It's actually not taking very long at all to get all of these. Actually, I see 2 more that we need. There's light blue, and then there's cyan right over here. There's more ferrets. There's white. I don't have anything to carry them in, though. I'm gonna mark this. Maybe they'll still be here. We're gonna have like a house full of ferrets. Just watch. Be ferrets for days. Well, I found an ability totem too. Honestly, I think the only one that we need out of this is jump assist. There you go. I'll take it. We'll take it. So we are up to 4 out of 5 on jump boost. One more and we'll be maximum jump. And I think that's like, we'll be done with all of the ones that can come from those. It's mainly the yellow ones that we're looking for, which are only from like dungeons and stuff, it seems like. Actually, since we're over here though, we're fairly close to something that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to take you over there. Oh wow, that's a cool looking place. Oh, here is... Do we have lime? I want to say that we've already got lime, actually. Yeah, we do. And there's more. I'm going to grab like a couple more of these cyan. Something is out to get me and I don't know... No clue what it is. There's a big fire dragon up there. We will get into ice and fire fairly soon. Probably, maybe even this episode. I'm going to try to... I mean, what we can. I'm not going to go like, let's take on a dragon this episode, but there is some small things that we could do towards that mod that we might get into this episode. We'll see. We'll see what we get to on time. My primary goal today is starting Botania. Just little basic starting stuff. To at least get that ball in motion, more or less. And then also stopping by the nether is another thing that I really want to do this episode. But if you recall last episode, I did mention that I'm planning on setting up a sand base, right? And possibly more. I did find a mesa biome, actually, down here in the south. I don't know if we'll set up a mesa. Personally, I don't think they look that great. I don't like the multicolor aspect of mesa type stuff, but that's just me. We may set up a mesa base just because I do plan on setting up a bunch of... I love the hamsters in the desert. I do plan on setting up a fair few... oh, he's cute. I need more golden lassos. I could craft him, but I'm not right now because I'm kind of letting my XP build to get levels on stuff. It's somewhere around here. But anyways, I'm planning on the next one that we're going to set up, and we might even start that this episode. We might come by here and at least set up maybe the town hall. Because I did go into the configs and change it, because basically there's just an option there, like, do you want to allow players to have infinite town halls, like, or be able to create infinite town or supply chests? And I went ahead and changed it to true. There's really no reason in a single player world to leave that. I don't feel like have as many towns as you want to. Like, it's not a problem. Also, Selkies. I did look them up. They only spawn on ice plains. I have not found an ice plains biome yet, so we can't continue on with the Slayer's Guild, I don't think, until we do find one of those. But this right here is what I want to show you guys. I've been meaning to show you this. There's nothing really in here. I have kind of poked my head in here. Nothing spawns here. So, like, no mobs or anything have spawned in here. Well, you're making a liar out of me. Every other time I've been here, there's never been anything here. I'm planning on using this as kind of our, like, you know how we're building our house at our current town? It's kind of like our mayor's house. This is going to be our mayor's house for our sand town. It's just this big thing that just naturally spawned here. Where are they? Okay. Let me light this up. There's no spawners or anything here, basically. And every other time I've been here, nothing has spawned here, so I never thought about it not being all lit up yet. Now everything's spawning. Like, everything is like, hey, you're trying to... That's the last thing I want right here is... Last thing I want here is creepers blowing up this place. And there is like some underground little spots like this. It's like a little furnace room. Some charcoal spawns here and stuff. I mean, there really wasn't anything as far as chests go or nothing like that. There was a couple chests outside with just pretty much junk in it. And whatnot, so. But anyways, I'm thinking this will be like our mayor's town, our mayor's house. We'll do some sprucing up to it and stuff, but I think it's a really good building. Like, it's very, very well done. There's nothing in here. I will have to light up the roof somehow. But for the most part, I think it would kind of fit our build. You know, it kind of has that oasis type feel and whatnot. So, I do think this is where we're going to set up our town. So, plus there's a good desert area, like, off in this direction. There's some little rivers. It's a perfect little place for a town. If you look at the actual map, like, we were right in this area here. It's perfect. Perfect. So, we will use it and set up our oasis town here. And it's not too terribly far from our town. Like, our town is right here. Okay? So then what we could do is we could set up a rail system. The northern section here will have a gate headed out. I'm actually going to wrap the walls around for this town. I'm going to wrap the walls around up through here and around like that, kind of. Basically, it's going to take up this whole section And then the desert town's going to take up this section here, probably. Maybe even this whole like little island section, kind of wall it off. I don't know. We'll see. And then just connect them through this forest with a railcar system, and we'll have 2 towns. So that's kind of my thinking. I think it'll be pretty cool. And the oasis stuff does look really, really nice. So like I said, we might set up some of that this episode. We'll see kind of where we get to and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and warp back. We've got the flowers that we need. Ha! I clicked on the wrong one, and now I am probably off somewhere weird. I'm pretty far to the west from my town. So, oh yeah, I did find this town. It's nothing too crazy here. I'm gonna grab like these things: cargo carts, nickel plates, coal. Might as well grab this stuff since we're kind of passing through the town at the moment. And I actually need a crowbar, so. And I will take those tracks as well. And there are these pergola walls, and you can actually harvest them, and you'll get grapes. Sometimes you'll get like life and death fruit as well. Oh, there's a miller NPC. Hi there. Have you tried making hay before? I've done it in my creative world, but we're gonna say no. I suppose I should teach you then. If you place some long grass on stone somewhere warm, it'll slowly dry into hay, which can then be bundled up into bales. Somewhere warm? Why, places such as deserts, of course. I've also heard of some intrepid fellows using the heat of lava under the stone, but that sounds awfully dangerous to me. Thanks. Okay, he's actually got a store. He buys loose hay and hay bales. Okay. I am planning on setting up a little place to make hay bales, but of course you can do it with the lava. I'm planning on waiting till we get the desert town set up and actually have like a little area dedicated to that within our desert town, because I think it would just fit better. And I would like to have certain resources that each town gets that the other one doesn't get, so it kind of feels like they're trading, you know. Even though we'll just be collecting everything, I just kind of want it there for aesthetical purposes and like gameplay, like lore purposes and stuff. And I'm planning on our desert town being a lot heavier fishing and not as much farming, and then vice versa on our current town. I mean, our current town has a farm, has a fisherman, but I'm not planning on doing a bunch of fishermen for this. Oh, kick me. Okay, we are back. And I went ahead and warped on home, and now we can get ourselves our Endoflame. So we are going to have to make the Petal Apothecary. It sounded like it was combat music or something there for a second. Is there any... I guess maybe there's not a sink, which is fine. I'm going to have to make an infinite water source, and I think what we're going to do, just for early aesthetics, which we will clean this up, change it a little bit, but for right now we're going to make ourselves some living rock stairs, and our Petal Apothecary we're going to set up like right here, you know. So what we'll do is we'll just make a little pool. We'll set it, we'll do something like that, and then I'll put corners on it. Well, might as well go ahead and do it, right? And of course this is just temporary little setup so that we have water up here, because of course we are going to need a bunch of water. And we'll dump that in there, and then let me go get one more bucket of water, and let me get also some seeds, because we are going to need those as well, which I have plenty of them. I'm glad that I have a use now for seeds, because right now I've just been trashing them. Alright, so let's get our infinite water source up and going. There we go. And then I'm going to want the Petal Apothecary. That's mainly going to be cobblestone, right? Cobblestone and a petal. I don't have any cobble on me, do I? That's okay. You know what? Because this... maybe not that one. I don't know. This one right here. We can dig into this. Get ourselves a couple pieces of cobble. Because a lot of this stuff's going to have to be landscaped. I hate the way this generated like super square-like. But I'm thinking about having like an overhang that connects over to that or something. And we'll probably have some water wheels up there with water meals that kind of push the water down just for aesthetics. Is kind of what my current plan is anyways. It will evolve as time goes on, as everything does on here. And that, there we go, Petal Apothecary, and we'll just throw that down. I'm glad that's craftable, at least. And then for our flower, for our Endoflame, we need 2 brown, a red, and a light gray. Alright, and I think we're going to go ahead and start with, I'll tell you what, I'm going to start with 4 of them, because why not? Let's get that, and we'll go brown, light gray, red, seed, brown, light gray, red, seed, brown, light gray, red, seed, and then lastly brown, light gray, red, seed. Okay, so we got our 4 Endoflames. Now we're also going to want to get ourselves a wand of the forest. We'll do red, and I guess we'll do magenta. Okay, so that, and then we're going to need our living wood twigs, 3 of those. Pop, pop, pop. And, oops. I think we'll do this. There's our wand of the forest. And I think for our first mana setup, just our little Endoflame setup, we're going to set it up like right up here. That'll be good. And we'll throw down our mana spreader right here. We're going to put our mana pool right there. And then we'll put our Endoflames just on each cardinal direction around that. And then let's get ourselves some coal. And let me put some of this stuff up here. Even though we're about to make a really big mess of this place. And I tell you what, I'm going to go with coal blocks. Just so they produce a bit longer. And let's go ahead. That's bound. Okay, these are all bound. This mana spreader is going in there. Actually, it looks like it tried to overshoot it. There we go. And we'll just throw down our 4 blocks of coal. Go. And we're starting to get mana. Awesome. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take all these black lotuses and just dump them into this mana pool just to give us kind of a start. There we go. And so we've got some mana. Awesome. Okay, so now the fun begins. Let's get our shears and let's go find ourselves a piece of tall grass. And I should be able to find some. I mean, if anything, I can bone meal if I need to. Speaking of, I'm going to grab some bone meal so that we have it for growing the double tall flowers whenever we need more of a certain color. And I'll tell you what, one thing I want to go ahead and make is our key. Right? Because we still haven't made that, and I could benefit from that. So the drawer key. Okay. And then if we shift right click the drawer controller. Oh, does it not... Okay, no, just right click the drawer controller. It's supposed to lock in all the drawers. It doesn't... Okay, it locks us in. Just the lighting is hard to see. So all of our drawers are now locked in. Yep, everything is. Awesome. And for right now, I'm going to put this drawer key up here with the drawer stuff, as well as this template. Okay, so let's go, let me grab this bone meal. How much do I have in here? 39. That'll be okay for now. If I need to make more, I can. I do kind of wish there was a grindstone, like from 82. Because that would go perfectly. Now, I know 82 is not in the pack, but I do wish there was some kind of a grindstone that we could use for making, like, a little bit of early game ore doubling. And it would actually kind of fit the play style of our pack right now. You know, it's very low-tech, low-tier type stuff. And we will start moving into a little bit of stuff as we move into Botania. I think that's going to be what we kind of tech up with at first. And then after a while, we'll start moving into blood magic and, you know, kind of ease into some of that stuff. Now, runes of wizardry, we'll probably start that before too long. There is some really cool little things you can do with it. And whatnot. So we will start playing around with that a little bit. As well as roots. I do want to start roots here pretty soon. So we'll go ahead and throw our grass in there, get our pasture seed, and then throw our pasture seed in here, living wood, and get our Horn of the Wild. Awesome. I love this item. And then we can just hold right click. And break lots of things. Break all the things. Okay, yeah. Let me grab my backpack here and start chugging flowers into this thing. Not bone meal. Tell you what, let me go ahead and throw in the shears. I do want some shears here. All this coal, mana spreader, living wood, stone. Okay. And then all the rest of the stuff pretty much. Actually, I'm going to keep the bucket here as well. I do need to have a bucket here at the ready at all times. Okay. And then all the rest of the stuff, we can pretty much throw all this into there. I'm going to want to keep the jeweled axe here as well. Just because this would be the main place I could see myself needing to, like, pick up wood. Generally, my villagers do it. I don't even bother with it. Honestly, I should keep it on me for, like, finding new trees and stuff like that, but... You could tell it loves to break all those plants. Just loves it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves, like... Get 10 obsidian. Let's get a couple pieces. Like a stack of cobble. I'll tell you what, I'm going to grab a chest just to dump all of our stuff in before we go. And that way I can spawn in, take a look around, go, okay, this is safe, and then we can get all of our stuff. Because I really don't relish the idea of losing all my stuff into the nether. And from my experience, you could spawn like right over lava and just, you know. We're gonna play it a little bit safe. And I think for right now, this is of course temporary location because we'll eventually have a more dedicated place to have our portal. But for right now, we're gonna have it like right over here, on the side of our house and kind of out of the way. Not too intrusive. Go ahead, flint and steel. Throw that there. Let me dump all of our stuff into this. Okay, so we're going in naked. I'm going to take that cobblestone with me. Probably should have got a couple more stacks, but a stack will be good for kind of any immediate use that I might need. Oh, that's perfect. We spawned in like the best place ever. Barnium ore, barnium crystals. If you stand on it, you get caught on fire. Okay. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off just really, really quickly. We're just going to build like right here. We're going to kind of bring this out and set us up like a little, somewhat of a wall here. I love the music in this place. Like the ambience in the nether is great. So we're like one piece of cobblestone short, but that's okay. I'll get that in just a second. So we'll go ahead and pop back over. We're going to grab our equipment. I'll probably mine up all that barnium ore just so we don't catch ourselves on fire, even though we do have fire protection. It's not a huge deal, but... And back into the nether. Actually really happy with where we spawned, honestly. Very, very happy with that. Okay, we'll put our flint and steel into there. Let's grab the stuff that we need. Okay. And I'm going to grab a little bit of this nether rack. Just so I can kind of clean this stuff up. We'll put that there. We'll eventually make this look a little bit better, but... For right now, I just want to get it safe so we can start exploring the nether. Oh, man. Okay, let's take a look. We've got a bit of glowstone. I don't assume... Okay. The pigmen do not attack us. And it looks like we can at least mine nether quartz without issue. This is going to be great for XP, by the way, because I will want to get more levels, of course. Start leveling up that archery. Nether gold. Okay, so nether ores is a thing. And we've got lots of glowstone. I'm going to want a bunch of this. I'll show you why here in just a minute. Go ahead and grab that. I'm also going to want nether wart as well. This guy needs to just stop. Aha! 1,000 damage, and we got a ghast here. It's basalt. More burnium. There's a lot of that stuff. What all... Let's see. We've got burnium blocks. And we can use it as a fuel source. Okay. And the burnium dust is probably... Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Okay. So it's basically like nether coal, more or less. Except it seems to be a bit stronger than coal, but... We're pretty high up. We're at Z level of 118. I mean, I'm sorry, a Y level of 101 right now, but... Okay. What is that? Oh, that's a blighted... Maybe blighted pigman or something over there. Alright. Well... What is over in this direction? Just a fall to my death. Awesome. Of course, our fire resistance, I think that affects lava too. Okay, so we're just immune to all of this stuff. That is awesome. So I could just dive into lava like water. And we would be okay. Alright, I'm going to head down. Seriously? Seriously? Oh, we also got tiny piles of burnium dust. Okay, we are in a cave now. Okay, here's kind of what I was looking for is moldavite. We can grab this stuff. And kind of one thing I wanted to get this episode is I would like to get some upgrades. And so my goal is to find, let me see, I want to get looting. Or I'm sorry, fortune. We're going to need a bit of golden barrel. Okay. Enchantment tokens, it's pretty straightforward. Golden barrel is what we need. And so, that is what I'm on the lookout for. And I think this stuff can spawn pretty much anywhere in the nether. There's something right over there. It's like a purple ore that I am not, maybe not familiar with, I don't think. Okay. What is this? Violet sapphires. There's a fair amount of that. And then we've also got tanzanite up here. And once we get a bit farther in Botania, we're really going to start Silence Gems. Like really, really heavy, like making the equipment and stuff. Because once we can get the supercharged equipment, it will be worth it. For sure. I like to start getting into that because it'll beat out our AIoT, I think. Or at least close enough with leveling up equipment that it'll be, you know, an effective option. Right now, the AIoT is just so much more powerful than anything that even with levels, it's just like, meh. Like, we don't really need all that. Citrine. And I'll actually be able to fill out the rest of my drawers probably with all this stuff. There's more turquoise. I was actually kind of expecting the nether to be a bit more scary than this because, like, you know, in my Craft of the Titan stuff, like, we went to the nether and it's just like, whoa! Like, this is insanity. But it's actually, it's not too bad here. It's quite nice. We might build a home away from home here. Malachite. The one that I really need is just golden barrel. No luck yet. But it does spawn in the nether, but it all comes down to luck. This is more turquoise. And I will say that generally from looking, the stuff that spawns in the nether is better For the most part. There is some really good stuff in the overworld, but I think for the most part, a lot of this stuff is better stats than, you know, the stuff that spawns generally in the overworld. So, but it all depends. You have to go through and look at all that stuff. I'm not really seeing any structures. I take it back. There's something down there that I'm sure is a load of fun. What are those? Like hellhounds or something. Oh, that looks like it could be golden barrel, maybe. So I'm just going to kind of dig down here. Yeah, golden barrel right here. And that's 6. Honestly, that's enough. Because like I said, I'm going for fortune. Max level of 3, and so we're going to need 6 golden barrel. I actually have like 1, I think, back at the base, and that's just from, I think, an ore bag or something. It's just an ore, I believe. I don't think I actually have any of the gem, but I haven't mined it yet because I was like, well, I'll just kind of wait because I can't really do anything with like 1 or 2 golden barrel, you know. So I was just holding out on it. What is this? Moonstone. It looks like there's more up ahead. I'm going to grab this. That's for sure. And there we go. And, oh, I thought that was golden barrel there for a second. A little bit more jasper. Which is fine. What is this? Hellhound. Well, considering we're immune to fire, he doesn't really pose too much threat, I don't feel like. Look at all the gems. There's actually a gem bag you can make if you want. I can find it here. We might make one just so I've got it. It would come in handy, honestly. Right, right here. Shiny's bag. From Gemulation. That's why I couldn't find it. We might make one of these. It's just wool and then a glow rose. Or a glow flower. But let's see if we can warp home from here. So I'm betting you could probably put in waystones in the nether. Assuming this teleports us back to the overworld. It does. Okay. So there we go. All my questions are answered. Okay. And yeah, probably in the next like episode or 2, I imagine we can actually start getting into the tools from Silence Gems, because we'll have some, I think we'll be able to get far enough in Botania in a few episodes to get that. Okay, my inventory is shot at the moment. There we go. Let me grab a stack of food. Let me throw this gas tier in over here as well. We'll put it right there. We'll have gas tiers. Okay. Fire charges. I'm going to put those like right down here. And all this burnium and stuff. Basalt needs a place. I've got basalt. Okay, so I'm just going to have to chisel it before I put it up. That's fine. Okay, so anyways, let's make a Shiny's pouch. And I think we're going to go with the agate glow rose. I do believe. These you just find out in the world. I don't think they're craftable by any means or anything, but there we go. Shiny's bag. And then what we can do is we can throw in, it's got space for like a stack of every gem. Okay, so basically we could dump all this stuff into there and just kind of store it. And I'm not for sure if you like pick up a gem, does it automatically go into the Shiny's bag? No, it does not. Okay. But that way, it's basically everything slotted out. You can't really put anything else in there. Sorry for the long post. Here's a potato. But that way I can easily, I have a place to store those specifically and whatnot. So I think it's going to be really useful for like the nether and stuff. Okay, so our golden barrel. First up, we're going to need to get our chaos essence. I did smelt up some of this. Basically, you just smelt it in a furnace, that chaos ore, and you get chaos essence. And then what we can do is, let me pull up silence gems here. And our enchantment token blank is just gold and lapis. Let me get... There's that. Honestly, one craft of this is going to be fine. There we go. Enchantment tokens. Put that stuff up. And then for our fortune. Fortune 1. It's 2 golden barrel and then 3 diamonds for each level. We have 43 diamonds. So not a problem. And so we're going to go ahead and get 3 Fortune 1 enchantment tokens. Then it should work with the AIoT, I imagine. Yeah, there's a Fortune 1 AIoT. And I don't think... Okay, that makes Fortune 3. Okay? So we'll have XP Boost 3, Soulbound, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, and Unbreaking on this. Now, I'm not for sure what looting takes. I'm actually kind of curious. Lifesteal would be nice too. Lifesteal would be very, very nice. Okay, looting requires turquoise and emeralds. You know what? We could do that. We could definitely do that because I've got 36 turquoise. I have 14 emeralds, and luckily it only takes 2. So guess what? Looting, I believe looting is a max level of 3. Yes. Go ahead and grab that. Ah, I guess we can't put it on there. Maybe we have too many enchantments. We have 5 enchantments on it. So, yeah, maybe not. That's okay. I can hold on to those, and then I can use them later on for... I'm going to put them just into here for right now, I guess. No, I'll actually put them upstairs, I guess. We'll put them in, like, the random junk section here for the time being. So I've already got those pre-crafted, and they're ready for whenever we get a weapon. We'll throw that on there. It's going to be nice. It's going to be really, really nice. Because then what we can do is we can have a weapon. What I'm going to go for probably is going to be maybe like there's a bunch of different weapons here you can pick. I'm probably going to make a scepter, and then I'm also probably going to make a katana, maybe a sword as well. I don't know. We'll see. There's also like daggers, and there's bows, there's tomahawks, all kinds of stuff. Now, katanas, they have to be supercharged, but they're really, really good. I mean, you can see DPS 21.88 compared to R21. And we're going to play around with it. I'm going to play around with it in my creative world because depending on how you craft these things, it does change their stats and all of that. So I've got to mess around with it and figure out exactly what we need to make that, like how we want to make it. Now, I will say that we're going to have to wait till we get a little bit farther in Botania, but we'll be able to replace the AIoT with some actual tools, and they're going to be good. They're going to be really, really good tools, and they can level. So that's pretty much probably our final step in tools, other than getting some stuff from like Botania and stuff that I want and whatnot. But those are going to be really, really powerful. Now, I'd also like to see the processing upgrade. It intakes enriched chaos essence. We can't do that yet. Okay, never mind. Scratch that, which is fine. Honestly, our furnaces at the moment are perfectly fine. Now, one thing I want to do before we end out the episode, because I know it's getting close to wrapping up point, but I would like to make another supply chest. And I think we're going to go with, once again, because I don't really have space up there, I don't feel like. I mean, I could put a boat probably right here. Yeah, let's make a boat. We haven't made a boat before. We're going to make a boat. It's just 5 boats of any kind. We're going to go with oak boats, of course. And there we go. And I'll tell you what, I've got a waystone somewhere about. Oh yeah, it's down here, right? We're going to go ahead and grab that waystone. And we are going to head just right up to the north. I'm just going to hoof it, honestly, because since I don't have all the stuff set up to know like what is what spawn, like what is what waystone, I'm going to end up teleporting farther away than closer, and then it would just take me longer. Okay, so there's that oasis building, and I think what the idea is our villagers are going to land like right in this little like cul-de-sac, because you'll notice like right here it kind of like goes in, so maybe our villagers, they sailed to like this point right here, and I was gonna say maybe they left like our town and then came up here, but they'd have to follow the rivers in this big boat. Wouldn't quite work out, but that's okay. So we'll put down our supply ship, and basically you have to put it on the shoreline. Okay, we're gonna set it like right. Must be near a big, yeah, it is kind of near a big pool of water at the moment. I don't know how much bigger water you want. It's a huge bit of water. Doesn't have to be that big. There we go. Okay, so our boat kind of came in here and whatnot. See, it should have placed over there, I feel like. But, they're going to give us a building tool and a town hall. Okay. And the boat, since we haven't actually been on the boat before, I'll show it to you guys. You could actually disassemble it, get a bit of wool from this thing. And then downstairs, there's a bed, there's some bookcases, and then right here, you've got a bunch of beds, and you got some glowstone. Honestly, this is a lot nicer for starting out, like for getting resources, because if you recall, we only had like one bed. But we did have a bit of lumber that was like easily accessible. This has all the same lumber, but it's a little bit harder to get this stuff, I feel like, than what we had, you know. So anyways, let's head over here and let's figure out where we want to build our town hall. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun setting up another base, because honestly, I could get the builder to tier 5 no problem and start upgrading stuff to tier 5. We've still got a long ways to go. I haven't even started walls and stuff like that on our town, but it would be nice to go ahead and have this town start building up as well. So, alright, now I think our town hall is actually going to be kind of more centered, like right up here, I think, and we'll have that kind of back there, and we have all this. Sound system is crashed. Attempting to restart. There's actually a waystone over here. Waystone of Populace. So, for right now's purposes... I didn't bring food with me. I'm going to tell you what. For right now, we're going to go ahead and just pull up that waystone. We're going to replace it. And we're going to say... Desert Town for the time being. There we go. And I'm going to have to harvest some food. Just to get me through. Because I'm going to starve. There's cactus fruit that spawns on these little plants right here. Okay, so our town center is going to go like right in this section. We're going to set it up to level 5 so we can get a look at it here. Oh. God, look, it's a palace. It is practically a palace. Oh my God. Okay, what's the level 1 look like? It's a bit smaller there. That's more like kind of what our town center started at, but it gets huge. It gets absolutely massive. Like it lags trying to render all of this. Okay, let's drop it down. Maybe have it like right there, I think. Oh, this FPS is terrible trying to render this whole thing. I feel like I want to shift it over a little bit more to the right. And then bring it up. And have it like right here, I think. Because it's a little bit more centered, I'll have to do a little bit of like cleanup work around the back edges. But I mean, if you look where we're at on the map, like right now, that's a lot better of a center position, right? Than where it was before. So I feel like the area would be a little bit better. I have to do a little bit more landscaping here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and select that, okay? Oh, you placed a town hall already. Okay, let me, 1 second. Okay, I just did, okay, I just did some looking around. There's nothing in the configs for... I thought making multiple supply chests would allow us to have multiple town halls, you know? There's nothing in the configs for allowing multiple towns. On the official site, it says we can only have one town. But I'm gonna do a little bit of research between episodes, see if there's a workaround for that. If nothing else, then I might just build a desert oasis town here and fill it full of villagers. Like bring them back and set them up here. And we'll figure out something to do with that, maybe. But we'll see. So, Anyways, sorry about that. But at least we got to see the big town hall and whatnot, and maybe I can find a workaround and set up another town here. That's kind of what I was hoping anyways. And actually, before we end out the episode, one thing I want to check out real quick is if we were to take... I've got, like, dark diamond ore, for example. Yeah, we only got 1 diamond out of that one. That was no luck at all. What about dark emerald ore? Yeah, so there we go. We got 2 from that one. Our looting's not proccing all that often, but that's okay. I love this, like, getting more ores, though. Like, it's so good. Well, we got 9 emerald ore from basically 4 ores, even though it kept giving me extras, but I will take it. But anyways, I'm going to end the episode out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already for more daily videos. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys then.